Christensen Somerville has once again proved that he is the savior of West Ham. He scored the only goal today that sent West Ham United to the 5th round of the FA Cup. You know, defeating Bolton Albion, who has been struggling, you know, to also avoid relegation in the League One. And he was also voted, you know, the man of the match, owing to that goal that separated these two teams today. He also nearly got the second goal, you know, for West Ham. So quickly, let me go into the details of the match. Nuno Espirito, when I saw the lineup of this match, when I didn't see your key players like Matheus Fernandes, like Tati, like Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Elijah Diouf, Alex Disasi, you know, and even Tati Castellanos, when I didn't see them, I thought you are confident enough, you believe Bolton Albion is an underdog, you should be able to beat them even with your B team, which I was on the same page with you. But as time goes by, in the first half of the match, I found out that you guys are your players are struggling in form in front of goal. The goals attempt was so minimal to the extent that those boys are just having the upper hand. If those boys are clinical, both all the game overall, if you see they are clinical in front of goal and they have experience, you know, the rest will have history today. It will have been a different ball game. It will have been a different story for West Ham United today. Now, when you now came into the second half, you thought of changing the narrative. You know, you thought of bringing in your key player who you have been resting, thinking you have a smooth ride. Now, your first substitution, you came in with Potts, you know, replacing La Madrid. And I believe La Madrid was playing from less position, playing the position of Christensen Somerville. You know, later on, you brought in Castellanos, you know, Tati Castellanos to replace Adama Traore, who was also playing from the right, probably the position of Jarrod Bowen. You left Kilman and Meyers and Mavropanos to be doing the business, you know, the business in the in the midfield, while in the defensive midfield, while you left Kante and Magasa, you know, to be playing behind Wilson prior to, you know, the introduction of Adama Traore and the introduction of Tati to replace Adama Traore and Christensen Somerville to replace Kebala Madrid. Left fullback and right fullback, you are using Luis Cars at left fullback, while you are using Kai Walker-Peters at the right fullback. Now, the only substitution that I really agree with you 100% was the substitution of the bringing in of Disasi, you know, to replace Callum Wilson, because as at that time you have lost Port to red card. You are playing 10 against 11, and you felt that, you know, you really need to strengthen your back line, having lost a man. So you need to strengthen your back line, you know, and fortify it. And that's why you brought in Alex Disasi, you know, and you pulled out Callum Wilson in order to give your back line some kind of lifeline and to fortify it, which I totally agree with you. But on the overall, you should just thank your star. I think being those Bolton guys, like I've said before, I think being they are very clinical and they have experience on their side, they will have scored a whole lot of goals in this match, and the results will have been a different ball story here now. So far so good. You really need to work on some key areas, which I think I will still talk about, you know, as time goes by. And you really need to also thank Christensen Somerville, because if not for him today, the goal would have come. And I don't think, you know, I believe penalties is always a game of luck. So I'm not sure if they will go into penalties, you will win. So I will see my next video anyway, and congratulations once again to West Ham. See my next video. Bye.